Peloton's best offer of the season is here. Get up to $300 off accessories when you purchase a Peloton bike, Bike Plus, or Tread. Choose from a variety of accessories like our cycling shoes, a heart rate monitor, non-slip grip dumbbells, and more. If you've been looking for a sign to join Peloton, this offer gives you everything you need to get going. This limited time offer ends November 28th. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more. All access membership separate. Offer starts November 14th and ends November 28th. Cannot be combined with other offers. See additional terms at onepeloton.com.
Black Friday deals, the gifts are unreal.
Shop JCPenney for thousands of deals so low, no coupons needed. Through Sunday, get up to 75% off fine jewelry. Bring home Cooks and Black & Decker kitchen electrics now $22.99 plus $10 mail-in rebate. And get Memorex home electronics starting at $27.99. We got your holiday.
Shop, JCPenney.
Offers valid on select items through 11/27. Excluded from coupons. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Hello, beautiful.
How are you?
Good. I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever. Just because, like, even though like we text every day, like lunatics, like, but I feel like I haven't seen you forever.
I know. I've been so busy these last 2 days.
Well, your weekends are always nuts, but
yeah.
I don't know how you do it. I do not know how you do it with like you're working. Well, like you have school and clinic, and then you work, and then you do this.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, you have a 2-year-old and you're a single mom.
Yeah.
And the dog.
That's why I drink coffee at 9 o'clock at night.
That's true. That's true. You are. I thought you were going to say that's why I drink. I'm like, you
oh no,
rarely
barely
drink. I'm like, you every time I see you drinking, like you pointed out if it's an alcoholic beverage and it's always coffee.
Right.
It's like 9 o'clock at night, and I'm like, okay, it's time.
I finished my coffee tonight. I'm like, all right, I have one that'll get me through.
Meanwhile, like I'm tired and I'm gonna need to go to sleep like right after this. Oh, I'm yawning. Oh, but I had Coke with my dinner, like soda with my dinner.
Uh-huh.
So that caffeine may like fuck with my head, and
but
we'll see. We'll see.
Do you know what fucked with my head?
Oh God, what
this
fucked with your head?
This episode of Sister Wives.
Oh my God. I had to think of creative new insults for this guy.
I actually I got teary-eyed again today when like Christine started crying. I started crying
about
I don't know, just like the final goodbye, you know, even though it didn't, I don't know, at the end of the episode I was just getting emotional. It reminded me of a breakup, like I don't know.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
it is a breakup, but I mean, even though they've really
with
not
a hell of
been
a lot of
together.
people involved. So yeah, the relationships are yeah, like it is going to be strained, totally, and sad. And
yeah,
you know, and it's funny that you say that, because one thing that I've been like, you know, I think that I've been noticing, but I haven't really been able to articulate so far, is that like, you know, this is divorce. This is hard, right? Everybody's like, you know, Kody's so angry. Everybody's like, I don't know what to feel. This is weird. Like, how can you leave? How can we just untangle our family and stuff? It's as if they've never heard of divorce before, right?
yeah.
And there's emotions and there's feelings and there's sadness, and it's, you know, like, even though it's the right thing to do, it's sad and it's going to be different. And I feel like that has largely gone unsaid. You know, we're seeing the anger. I'm not saying that there isn't the sadness. We only get to see like a fraction of it. They show us some of it with Christine.
Yeah.
But they only show Kody's anger. Maybe he doesn't have any other.
Well, and then of course everybody's going through different emotions, and a lot of times anger is the easiest one to release, right, you know, in any given situation. And but I'm sure there's a lot of grief. There's just a lot of different emotions.
There's a lot of stuff, because especially I think, I mean, in the situation with like the wives aren't as clued in, you know, as Christine. Christine's obviously the most clued in. Janelle's going to be the second because of their friendship, you know, and then Kody obviously doesn't pay attention to anything because he, you know, he, even though he talks on one hand about how he hasn't loved her since he married her. And on the other hand, this is such a surprise to me. Why didn't you tell me? She has.
And then, of course, in this episode, like for a hot second, I thought he was going to actually be introspective, and he almost got there. He was almost there, and then boom, nope.
Nope. Let's start grilling the kids about what Christine has said to them.
Yeah. Oh, no smile.
Oh, God. It's like random stranger telling you to smile. Smile. So this is episode 11, Sister Wives, The Worst Goodbye. Welcome to But We Digress. It's Katrina and Lexi here tonight. Hanakawa is down for the count with sickness again. Poor girl.
Feel better.
Yeah. Love and light. Thoughts and prayers. We love you. We miss you.
Hugs.
Hugs. XOXO. So we're so this is called The Worst Goodbye. And it is the worst goodbye. This is why I like the Irish goodbye. That's my favorite kind of goodbye. If you don't know what the Irish goodbye is, when you just pick up and leave in the middle of whatever, you don't tell anyone you're leaving. It's the best way to do it. You're welcome. Now I'm your life coach.
I have a friend that always Irish exits. Like, where's Matt? Where did he go? Oh, yeah, he's gone. He gone. He gone.
Now that I'm starting to like go places again, like that has to be a consideration for me now, because now that I'm re-entering the world. Okay, so we have a couple of scenes of this. We have Christine and Janelle getting together to bitch about Kody, right? And bitch about Cody's response, and to bitch about Mary and Robyn, I'm sure. Although we didn't get to see that on camera, I'm sure they did that when the cameras weren't around. But so Christine says she didn't realize that her actions towards Robyn, she said she could have tried harder with Robyn, but she didn't think she was being like mistreating her or or anything, or being mean, right? And she feels badly about that. She's like, I don't know what to do about that. I didn't, she's the most aware woman ever. Like throughout all of this, she's like, yeah, oh, okay, I screwed up. You guys, it's not that hard.
She's like, owning it. She is.
It's telegraphed to the rest of the family, like, it's okay, you can screw up, you can say that.
Yeah.
Janelle says that she was shocked at Cody's behavior, and which I find interesting, especially given that so Gwendolyn on her TikTok thing, one of the things she said was that he was nicer on the show than he was in real life. And he's not very nice on the show. So that makes me wonder why Janelle was shocked at his behavior. Maybe his behavior is just not that emotionally like outpouring. And she suspected it's just been deep with him, and he bottled up his emotions and he finally exploded.
Yeah. Yeah. He low key is just like mean all the time. He makes little snippy comments all the time. So I can see how he would walk around like that around the family, but
yeah, maybe he's not an explosively angry type of person. And so when he got all aggressive, that was kind of shocking to her, she said. Christine also says that it sounded like when she told Robyn that she didn't want to like really try with people that she didn't have a great relationship with. Just as a recap on the last conversation, Robyn asked Christine, well, okay, so what about those people you don't really have great relationships with? Are you still going to try, or do you just need space? And she's like, I need space.
Fair enough.
Which is all totally fair. And Christine thought she was just talking about herself. She didn't realize that Robyn was also talking about her kids, and she never intended it that way, but she doesn't know how to apologize for that.
Yeah.
So again, she's owning her she's owning her stuff. She said, she's really sorry because I guess she fully intends to talk with the kids and have those kinds of relationships as she tries to facilitate truly continuing to have relationships. And Robyn's like, yeah, I meant my kids too, but oh well.
Yeah.
Sub. She's so Eeyore this episode. Yeah. She's like Eeyore.
And then at the end, I mean, Christine doesn't say anything to Robyn about it at the end of the episode. So I'm wondering if
maybe they did
the editing or the, when they film certain things, because I feel like she should have or would have said something at some point.
And maybe they did and we just didn't see it,
Yeah.
And then Janelle was talking about how they have to figure out how to navigate going forward, because they're not sister wives anymore, right? And they've talked about each other. They've not liked each other. They've had their issues, but Christine says, they're like what best friends now. So
yeah.
She's like, we don't know what to label it since we're not sister wives, which I don't think it matters. I mean,
I don't either.
Everybody's relationship
have to have a label, like
no, I don't think so. They're just okay, they're not sister wives, but they have become close, and they are besties, and why not?
Yeah,
why can't they? Cody. Cody then talks about, he's like, I've wanted my wives to be close, for years, and Christine has spent the last 4 years bad-mouthing Janelle over the one house thing, which, first of all, no, she wasn't bad-mouthing Janelle. She was bad-mouthing the house. She wasn't bad-mouthing Janelle specifically. So let's get that straight. And Kody continues, and now that they're besties, and then he says, and I've been trying to have a closer relationship with Janelle, which the fuck you have, you human version of period cramps. Like, no, you have not. The fuck you are. But she seems to only want a relationship with Christine. I don't know, maybe because you're like human hot dog water. Like,
yeah. Maybe they can commiserate together because they're dealing with the same like douchebag of a husband.
She doesn't want to hang out with you because you're just not a great guy. I don't know. And you're being mean to her friend,
Yeah.
Which is now a whole new dynamic, right? So I think Janelle, is realizing through this, as she's realizing that she doesn't have assets, and she's trying to change that. And you see her kind of like the wheels.
The gears gears are turning.
The gears are turning, right? This whole thing, as she's helped Christine figure this out, because as her friend and fellow sister wife married to the same guy, like I'm sure, obviously they've talked about this stuff. And then as friends, and then now, Christine has seen, or Janelle has seen all this stuff now, that she's opening her eyes to things that maybe she didn't see before. But also, when you start to realize that this guy that you're married to is being mean to your best friend, like that changes things too. It's not just like, oh, I'm married to kind of a dick, but wait a minute, but he's being mean to my friend, and I'm also married to him, and there's got to be a lot of like mindfuck stuff happening for Janelle with that.
Higher Dose's portable infrared sauna blanket makes it easy to get hot and high from anywhere. You just lay down inside the blanket, turn up the heat, and sweat it out. All the benefits of a large, expensive sauna, but needs less budget and less space. Just plug in and begin. It's portable, easy to use, and you can get your dose on the go. Sweat whenever, wherever. Some of the main benefits include boosting circulation. Heating the body increases heart rate and improves circulation. Increasing thermal heat supports the body's natural detoxification process and activates heat shock proteins, which aid in anti-aging and reducing inflammation. Sweating in the sauna blanket is like a workout with the work. Infrared heat aids in post-workout muscle recovery. Improved circulation helps bring out your inner glow. Infrared sweating triggers a release of your brain's happy chemicals, and it also promotes restful sleep. Payment plans starting as low as $50 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee.
That's right, Lexi. And we encourage you all to try it for yourselves. Get your own today at higherdose.com. You can use promo code Fraudcast at checkout to save 15% off. That's HIGHERDOSE.com with the promo code Fraudcast. Or you go to higherdose.com/Fraudcast to save your 15% off.
Black Friday deals, the gifts are unreal.
Shop JCPenney for thousands of deals so low, no coupons needed. Through Sunday, get up to 75% off fine jewelry. Bring home Cooks and Black & Decker kitchen electrics now $22.99 plus $10 mail-in rebate. And get Memorex home electronics starting at $27.99. We got your holiday.
Shop, JCPenney.
Offers valid on select items through 11/27. Excluded from coupons. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
It's here. Peloton's best offer of the season. Get up to $300 off accessories when you purchase a Peloton tread. Choose from accessories like a heart rate monitor, non-slip grip dumbbells, yoga blocks, and more. If you've been looking for a sign to join Peloton, this offer gives you everything you need to get going. Hurry. Peloton's best offer of the season is here, but not for long. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more. All access membership separate. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. See additional terms at onepeloton.com.
Definitely.
Janelle talks about not wanting to be on a side and doesn't know how to be on a side, and they talk about this. No one should be picking sides, which, yeah, but people are. I mean, admit it's a divorce. People are going to have sides.
Yeah.
It's not everybody will. You don't have to pick a side, but there are some people that, when you break up, I get this person, you get that person, that friend or whatever. And so there's going to be that. So Janelle talks about her duty to her family, Kody, Mary, Robyn, but then she also wants to be with Christine and her kids at the holidays. So either way, she's going to be screwing somebody, and I don't think Christine would be mad at Janelle if Janelle stays with the family during the holidays.
My gut is telling me Janelle's going to go with Christine.
Right. Like that's what she wants to do because she doesn't want to hang out with the rest of them. She wants to hang out with Christine and her kids. But see, Christine wouldn't get mad if Janelle stayed with Kody and Robyn and Mary. But
no, Christine's basic.
But they would get mad at Janelle if Janelle went and hung out with Christine.
I agree with you. Yes.
Right.
Definitely.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Christine has all of her kids, her grandkids now.
And how close they all are.
Yeah. And I mean, look who helped her move. Like her family helped her move. I didn't see Robyn's perfectly capable children helping her or anyone else.
Speaking of her perfectly capable children, I don't know if you probably haven't been, but diving into like some of the like Sister Wives TikTok, Sister Wives is amazing. People are doing amazing things, and there's a couple of different subreddits on it, and so much research and so much stuff that's happening. And a lot of people are going back and doing rewatches of the entire series, which I plan to do as well, but I just haven't. There's too many other things.
Yeah,
I just got sucked into Below Deck today or last night, and then I continued it tonight. Which I go in and out with that show, and I just happened to catch it on TV and got caught in a marathon. But all these people are doing these rewatches. And one of the things that has come out, that people are noticing and talking about now is there's a couple, I don't remember which season it is, but whatever one they're talking about moving to Flagstaff, Dayton says he got accepted to college there. So now there's this, see your look on your face.
Okay.
But it was said when Dayton said it, it was kind of like, I guess, in this sort of offhand manner, but now the whole speculation, and I think there's more reason behind this as well. There's other things that are saying, because people are finding all these red flags and all these comments that are being said that relate to what we're seeing and finding out about now. So I think it's fascinating. Yeah. I'm watching all this social media to do this. So did they move to the entire family to Flagstaff? So, because that's where Dayton is going to college?
The only thing I remember Kody saying about Flagstaff, and I could be wrong, it was a while ago, but I think he said that it was like a very liberal town or city in Arizona, and he wasn't worried about persecution from polygamy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I remember about that. So I have no idea. I don't remember the whole Dayton going to school there potentially or anything like that. Yeah, it's the little things you catch on the rewatches.
Yeah, I think it was an offhand comment as well. It wasn't like it was this like big plot line or even a subplot line, as far as I understand. But there's these other comments.
Knowing Kody, he probably took like, if he let's say he wanted to move because of that, he would come up with like this whole scenario and manipulation as to why they should move to Flagstaff. Okay, guys, we should go to Flagstaff but really it's for something else, because he's just manipulative and
for sure.
Well,
and that's and the other thing that people found out is there's the Robyn's house. Not only does she have that big giant house on the hill, they own the property next door to it. The land, the parcel. They own the parcel next door to it. Yes.
What were they planning on doing with that?
I don't know. I guess it's a pretty common thing in fundamentalist polygamous Mormons. It was a TikTok, I believe, that I saw. Yeah, they own the property next to it too.
Is that for privacy purposes? Like to
maybe it's for privacy purposes, but I also want to know the RV that's in the background at Robyn's house. When McKelty and Tony are over there and they're all sitting outside, there's an RV right behind them.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, so there's this RV behind Robyn, and where Robyn's sitting there holding the baby.
It's not Janelle's?
It's not Janelle's. Different color, totally different RV. And I was like, maybe it's the cruise, something like that. But then somebody on Sister Wives TikTok was pointing out they saw it during season 16. They pointing out a scene there where they saw it there as well. And season 16, they all filmed themselves because that was the COVID season. So there wouldn't be any crew there that would need places to sleep, right?
Well, why
is there an RV there? Yeah, why is there all this talk about everybody hates RVs except for Janelle, and then there's an RV that's
they hate living in RVs. Vacationing.
So why is there an RV parked next to Robyn's house?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and if they're not going anywhere during COVID, why is it there? Because I don't remember them having it before. They haven't talked about it.
What is this? What this mystery RV? If anybody knows, please tell us. Point me in the right direction. Anyway.
I mean, I'll live in an RV.
I totally would.
Cheaper.
So then Christine's talking about how Kody had said, let's get Truly COVID tested every week, and then I can have her come over on the weekends and stay. But of course, dick-ass Kody never actually does this, right? Truly apparently has never spent the night away from Christine, but also Truly doesn't really want to come over and stay.
Yeah, well, she said she went over there for like a few hours at a time, but not spending the night.
Yeah. And then, Janelle's like, well, is she going to come visit for the summer? I don't think she would want to.
No.
Everything, all of the people that she likes, I don't know. I mean, yeah, she is being taken away from basically all she knows, but it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine, you guys.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole new life. Sorry. I'm just singing. A whole new
world, but it's okay.
A whole new life. Yeah. Well, I was trying to, whatever. Because she says it's going to be a whole new life.
I'm just
when Janelle's pressing her on whether she's going to get married again, which is the exact same thing Kody asked her, basically, but for a completely different reason. Janelle's just curious and wants to know about her friend dating again. And Christine just talks about how everything's going to be starting over and all that. And then it's going to be a whole new life.
Exactly.
A whole new world.
Yeah.
Fantastic point of view.
I'm dancing. You guys can't see.
We're doing a little, Aladdin over here. We need to put these on a camera
I know,
put out videos of us recording. Yes, I'm sorry. What were you saying before I started trying to sing?
I don't remember, but I think it had something to do with just COVID in general and how, again, he's so picky and choosy about his COVID rules.
Mm-hmm. You can go to a wedding and dance with your face in other people's faces, but you can't hug your own kids.
He's the only one that can hug truly. Only me at the end of the episode.
Right.
And I was just like, is this guy for real? Like, what? Well, no wonder there's such separation between the kids. Like, you won't even let them hug each other or get near each other. Like,
but he was at that wedding dancing in people's faces. Like, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So then we have a little scene with Janelle and Kody out at the RV discussing Janelle talking about wanting to move back to town for the winter and come back in the spring.
Which made me think of Hanakawa, because Hanakawa was saying, remember that she found the permit and that it was up in November. So sources were saying that Janelle was not on the property after November. And then she said it on this episode. Right. So obviously she moved somewhere.
That makes, that explains why she moved off. Unfortunately, it's not, she didn't leave Kody, but
I know.
At least not yet. We'll see if she does. I feel like the gears, like we said earlier, the gears are starting to turn.
Yeah.
And so they, at least though, there's talk about like, talking to the building houser, the building houser. The house designer, the house builder, the building house. I don't know. The person who designs the houses, she, I guess, is starting stuff, which is good, but it's taking longer than anticipated. So she was, originally going to stay and she wants to come back to the RV. She just, it's going to be cold. She doesn't have the electricity and all these problems with this leveling the RV. And
how funny was that to see how like angry Kody got? The leveler never worked. It never worked. It was a lemon. Leveled. You bought a lemon. Like, calm down. You probably just don't know how to work it. Chill out.
I know, right? It's never worked. It's never. Yeah. No, I'm thinking maybe you just
user error. Error.
You just didn't know what the hell you're doing. But he's a man. Now, aren't there people out there that like you could pay to do this? Because that's what I would.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it's super expensive, but oh yeah.
I'm sure there's RV people who can come out and do that for you,
Yeah.
Kody says he's in a vulnerable place. And then he says, will she cross another line? And he's talking about Janelle. And I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Because she dared to get this without allegedly consulting him, even though she did consult him. He just doesn't remember because he doesn't listen to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, Janelle didn't even look for a rental and didn't have a discussion about it. And Janelle's like, just no, we talked about it. Yeah,
she's like, if I wouldn't have done it, I wouldn't be in a house. I wouldn't be in a trailer. I wouldn't be anywhere.
Right.
Like, she has to actually do everything.
She said, I decided what I needed to do for me, and he sort of just has to be along for the ride. But if I waited for him to solve the problem, it never would have been solved. That's her exact quote. So yeah, she talks about how she found a place she can do a 6-month lease. She's already done the research on this, right? Yeah. Kody's all, here she is again, trying to do all this without talking to me and not involving me. And it's like, no shit, she's trying to establish herself, establish her assets. You can leave your ass.
Yeah.
Saltless pretzel.
Did you call him a saltless pretzel?
Yes.
I've never. Okay, that is amazing.
It's like bland hilarious. And disappointing, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And Christine tells Truly that they're moving next week and that Mykelti and Tony are coming out to help. And that Truly's handling it all like a champ, and she basically goes dancing off to her bedroom to finish packing. You have the scene with Mykelti and Tony and Robyn and Kody and the baby, and then Robyn.
Which I thought it was sweet. It sounds like Mykelti really is trying to be a peacemaker. She's just trying to have everyone get along. She doesn't want drama. She's just wanting peace.
She has her own independent relationship with Robyn, and Christine doesn't see it as a betrayal,
right?
That she still has that relationship. She doesn't expect it to change. And then, you guys, I am so excited to tell you about the Cheese Lover Shop. That's right, thecheeselovershop.com. Are you looking to have like a ready to go solution to create the perfect cheese board this holiday season? cheeselovershop.com has you covered. You are going to find the perfect solution to impress all of your guests with a variety of available cheese kits. These are great for office parties too. Like, are you assigned to bring a side dish to the holiday party? Well, guess what? cheeselovershop.com has everything. They offer a large variety of award-winning cheeses along with amazing complimentary items so that you can create the best cheese board at home or at the office. Do you want to offer a cheesy gift to your loved ones this holiday season, but you're not sure what they like? Do they like hard cheeses? Do they like soft cheeses? No problem. cheeselovershop.com offers e-gift cards so your loved ones can decide on their own what they want to get. Still don't know what else to get them? Guess what? They have cheese subscriptions. That's right, cheese subscriptions, so that you are sure to never run out of delicious cheese options. What better gift for the cheese lover in your life, right? Go to cheeselovershop.com and use code Fraudcast to get a free mystery cheese at checkout. That's cheeselovershop.com and use code Fraudcast, Fraudcast, to get a free mystery cheese with your order. Hey, Fraudcasters. Fall is just around the corner. As the seasons change, now is the perfect time to reset and think about the little changes that you can make in your daily routine to better your health. Care of is a subscription service that ships high-quality, personalized vitamins, supplements, and powders conveniently to your door every month. You take a short, fun, in-depth quiz about your lifestyle and health goals, and you get a personalized recommendation. You can choose from their recommendations about what they think is best suited for you, or just take the guesswork completely out of it and just use the results of the quiz. They get shipped to you in these individualized little packs with your name on them that have all your daily vitamins in that one pack, but you don't have to stress about the planet because they are made of plant-based compostable film. So you're doing a good thing, but you still get the individualized packs. And each shipment comes with a customized booklet showing you exactly what was in your individual pack and why it was recommended specifically for you and your health goals. For 50% off your first Care of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code Fraudcast50. That's 50% off your first Care of order. You go to takecareof, spelled takecareof.com, and enter code Fraudcast50. So Miguelty and Tony are there and they're talking to Robyn and Kody. And Kody, oh, woe is me, Kody, in his brokenhearted state, which is his, new single out today. My brokenhearted state. He starts talking shit about Christine, basically. And then I have these notes. Why is there an RV in the background? Apparently it's there in season 16 too, is my notes. I'm like, what the hell? He's talking shit about Christine. Basically like, oh, I shouldn't do it. And I accuse her of doing it, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Or something that sounds like he's trying to be like.
Well, then he was trying to like dig information too, to get Michelsi to talk about what Christine was saying in the past. And I'm like, first of all, why does it even matter? And why are you putting your daughter in the position to be like a wedge in between everything? Like,
because he's this narcissistic fuck is what he is.
He's looking for a reason to be in the right. And not that there would be in the right, because Christine has every right to talk to her daughter about whatever she wants.
Right.
The hell she wants to talk to her about.
I feel like Michelsi handled this situation so diplomatically.
She did. I think she handled it beautifully.
Because she like answered his question without betraying her mother's like trust or whatever, but one of the kids was it was Gwen says she was relieved to hear that they had separated because her mom had been happy for so long.
And she said that she wished they would have separated before they even moved to Vegas.
Yes.
I was like,
that's what I was going to say. It's like, oh my God. And that goes along also with all the stuff that the people who are rewatching the series are noticing all of these things that make it so obvious, like what we are learning now, So Kody grilling Michelsi is just like, look, has she been talking about it for a while? She's talked, but it's been, ups and downs of her relationship. She answered it without being specific about what she may have known, he's moaning about how he's angry again and why am I the last to know, which is the B-side of my brokenhearted state.
Why are you the last person to ask questions? Like,
why are you the last to know?
Wrong?
Because you don't pay attention when anybody talks to you. You don't hear anybody.
It's very obvious that like I shouldn't diagnose people from afar, but I feel like he is ADD just like me. And I mean, he runs around, doesn't remember anything. I feel for the man. I do. I really do. But then I don't
feel for him at all.
4 wives and a million kids. If you can't focus.
I think if he had 1 wife and 2 kids, he'd still be the same way.
Yeah, you're right.
He's just a narcissistic prick.
Yeah, you're
right. He doesn't
care
about other people, and he needs to be worshipped and adored.
He hears what he wants to hear,
and he has to be. He has to be worshipped. He has to be adored, and he gets that from Robyn, and he's not getting it from his other wives. And so Robyn's the favorite. Here's the theory.
The favorite. She's the only.
Yeah. Here's the there's sort of this theory. One of the theories that's out there is that Kody married Mary, and then he married Janelle, and then he married Christine. Not because he was like in love with them, but in love in the sense of what he thought like polygamous love was, right? Then he meets Robyn and learns what real love is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
the rest becomes...
that's why he treats her so differently and has different standards with her. And I was like, well, that could be true. That could be true. But he's also...
And then there could be another one coming along when Robyn gets frustrated 10 years down the road. And then here comes another one that he can manipulate. The nanny.
What does the nanny do?
Do we even know how old the nanny is? Wow, she's like...
I think... I don't know. I don't know. And we know she got COVID. We know Robyn got COVID. And apparently Robyn's COVID was worse than anybody ever let on. Like she was hospitalized and shit.
That sucks. That does
Which sucks. But it's also awful. Like...
I know. It's just...
Well, if you're... I don't know. If you didn't have just like arbitrary rules that weren't based in science, maybe. But... So yeah, Gwen says she was relieved to hear this. Mykelti and Tony say they know how it's been bad for a long time, and Kody had to know their relationship was bad because it was obvious to everybody. Then they also, who else also is on the
how do you not know your relationship is bad and when you haven't been intimate in how many years?
He cares. I just don't think he cares because he never expects them to actually leave.
Yeah. And it's just like, how can you not be intimate with somebody for years as a married couple? And again, we talked about this before, like he's obviously being intimate with other wives or one. So he's not even realizing, I don't think, or understanding what that's like to not have a sexual relationship with your significant other.
And he doesn't care. He's like, it's perfectly fine for him to have these wives that he doesn't have sex with, which is not fair to them, which is why Christine's leaving, but for him, he doesn't care because he can just have, he has other wives.
Yeah.
Garrison, they also show Garrison saying that he's not sad they're breaking up, but he is sad that Christine's leaving. But he's like, if I was Christine, I'd do it too, which he kind of did because he kind of broke up with his dad too. So then they have the scene, they're packing the trunk. Christine talks about it being bad juju in the bedroom, so it's time to leave it. She was excited. They're talking about, Mykelti talking about shedding the things that have emotions attached. Totally on board with all of that. Leave all that. Mykelti then insists on one last goodbye with Robyn, Janelle, and the kids, and it is so bad. This awkward scene.
It is totally production, by the way. 100%.
100% production, not Mykelti.
Yeah. No. Okay, we're gonna get Robyn to come over. Okay. Need you. 100%.
And Mary's not there because Mary's at the B&B apparently.
Right. That was all. I will put money on it. Not that I would ever know the truth, but as someone that, I just know. I know.
So they do this whole like they're standing on one side, they're standing on, Christine's standing on one side, Kody and Robyn on the other. Kody struggles to talk to Truly, is very like, he's
huffing and puffing like a toddler.
tells her that her phone has video chat. She's probably like, yeah, I know. Fucking
I've been waiting for you to
know.
call me for years during COVID.
I've been using that for years to keep up with my siblings and grandparents and other people.
Yeah.
He keeps saying he's leaving in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Whatever. Then he says it's
and he's
not
creeping
right
in the window.
It's not right, and it's a little demeaning. What the hell is he talking about? What's demeaning?
I don't know.
They
wouldn't come in. They refused to come in the house. They wanted to stand outside like weirdos. I don't know.
He's just spouting words again.
Yeah, heaven forbid COVID is inside of the house, but not outside of the house when you hug someone. But you can go inside to a wedding, dance with people
in their faces
without knowing any of their right. But heaven forbid you go, you can't go into a house that's empty with like 5 people in it. Make it make sense. Sorry, that triggered me.
Sense. That whole scene, it was so awkward. McKelty talks about how this is a reminder that we're all family. Okay. Ari asks why Christine is leaving. Poor Christine trying to, your father's an asshole. It probably wouldn't go over well. So she handles it well. Ari tells them to go on dates. She's like, okay.
So
that's
cute.
Just not gonna work, but okay, thanks. Thanks for trying.
I know.
Robyn is devastated. She said it's devastating. And that's it, really.
Yeah.
That's it. More sadness and anger coming next week. Next week she's moving. Then we hear that the sale doesn't go through. And Kody asks Janelle why, let's just buy it and then rent it out or whatever. And Janelle's like crying and like, oh, fuck no. And this is going to be, that's going to be good. But then there's more sadness and anger, lots of crying and lots of anger. And then Kody, we get the last scene. It's like the producers keep stepping up. Every episode is something worse that he says. Mm-hmm. And Kody says, men don't love people who don't respect them. And is it Kody or is it Confucius?
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go again.
Yeah, just
yeah. So that's where we're at.
And then when he's standing outside, he's talking to Truly and he's like, are you excited to move? Oh yeah. When he's like interrogating her as though he's like,
he doesn't know how to talk to her.
No, I'm like, there's 1,000 things you could wait. You have 5 minutes with your daughter that you probably haven't seen in a while. And like, you're going to ask her just like questions that are really what you want to know and not like how she's doing.
Yeah.
Because damn well he doesn't care about. Not just
like, oh, let me tell you I love you and I'm going to miss you. And are you excited to move? He doesn't know how to talk to
You're
his
not
children.
smiling. Remember I said earlier, you're not smiling. You don't look happy. And she's just looking at him like, are you stupid? Like what? She looked at him like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Like she doesn't, it's just so awkward because he doesn't know how to talk to her because he doesn't spend enough time with them.
And then he did mention in this episode that he needs to stop being so, what is the word he used? I can't even remember the word, but basically that he needs to stop getting his kids involved. He did kind of mention that but then
he proceeded to start interrogating McKelty.
Of course. So that's why I was like, I had some hope. I had some hope that he was going to be.
Look, he's not being a completely narcissistic douchebag. Oh wait,
there we go. There it is.
There it is. Oh God. So ridiculous. I just can't. So let's talk about Janelle for a second here. So from what we understand, she's not moved out. We thought she had left. Maybe there were signs that she had left, but she has not left. But it seems to me that she's starting to get her gears going, realizing she didn't have assets, realizing Kody's behavior and all the stuff that's coming out now, that maybe she's having some of the same experiences that people are having rewatching the series, right? She's starting to see things in a different light, knowing what she knows now about what Kody has been and how he acts. Like now she's looking at things differently.
Oh, I think she's halfway out of the door, at least in the season. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just under wraps and she has left. It would not surprise me.
That.
Yeah.
I would love that. Yeah.
She seems kind of done herself. She's just kind of like blah.
Yeah. So, I mean, and she has said, her relationship was adequate and it was fine. Like she did her own thing. He did his whatever. They were friends. Everything was fine. It was just fine. It was okay.
And by fine, she probably, again, just kind of picked her battles, kept quiet and just whatever. Yeah. Okay, Kody. But then she's smart. She's in the background planning and doing all the things she's been doing over the years.
Yeah, but she realized she doesn't have assets, right? And she didn't have any money because she's, it was group money, it was family money, and she used, their family. So of course, we're going to use it to do this house and that house and that. But when it came for her turn, there's no more, because all that money went to buying Robyn's house and the empty land next to Robyn's house. So hopefully she's seeing these things now in a different light and maybe realizing that she deserves better than she's been getting to. I mean, I've lost all hope for Mary. I don't, no, she's never going to leave.
I don't
think her
so.
And Robyn are going to go down with that ship. She's going to go down with it no matter what. And, reminds me of, I don't know why this flashed in my head. I think a little on the younger side for this. Do you remember the Amy Fisher and Mary Jo Buttafuoco and Joe Buttafuoco?
Oh yeah,
story?
the
Long
Mistress...
Island Lolita.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was very little when that happened.
So there was a scene where or not a scene. I mean, it was real life, but there was an interview with Mary Jo Buttafuoco. It was right after not right after, but it was some time after that. Where she had stayed with her husband for a long time, and she was like, "I love my Joey." I can't do the Long Island act. I love my Joey. I'm going to stay with it. I love my Joey, and I just picture Mary saying, "I love my Kody. I love my Kody."
Yeah.
I mean, Mary Jo Buttafuoco ended up leaving the day she wised up,
right?
But anyway, Amy Fisher opened the door, she shot Mary Jo Buttafuoco, who was the wife of the guy she was sleeping with. For those you don't know,
and she didn't serve much time. I feel like she got out pretty quickly, right?
She ended up. I don't know what she served, but
it was way shorter than I thought it would be, because then she was out. And then she was trying to sell herself, the story. You shot and you almost killed somebody and you're making money off the story. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah. Amy Fisher, I don't know. How long did she do in jail? Let's see. 7 years.
7 years.
She was sentenced on December 2nd, 1992. God, I was in college then. Sentenced to 5 to 15 years. She served 7 years, was granted parole in May 1999 after Nassau County Court judge shortened her maximum sentence to 10 years, which made her immediately eligible for parole.
People go to jail longer for dealing marijuana, and this woman shot another woman in the face that's crazy.
Can you tote it, but you just need an egg? Or maybe you have all the eggs. Do you even know what your ovarian reserve is? Did you know that 1 out of 6 couples struggle with infertility? Seriously, that's a staggering statistic that most people don't know or aren't ready to talk about. But we need good data and information about our bodies in order to have informed conversations with our doctors and make the best decisions for ourselves and our futures. What if I told you that you could get important fertility insight without going to the doctor or even leaving home? The traditional guidance with fertility has been just wait and see. I know, I've been through it myself. There's got to be a better way. But now we have tools to help us plan for and track everything in our lives. Wellness, finances, careers, school. Why is fertility still just wait and see? That's why Modern Fertility was created. It's an easy and affordable way to test your fertility hormones at home with a simple finger prick. Mail it in with a prepaid label and you'll get your personalized results within 10 days. You'll get insight into your hormone levels, your ovarian reserve, aka how many eggs you have compared to other women your age, like can you tote your own egg or do you need somebody else's egg? And other really important fertility factors. The results go deep into what every hormone means, and you can also download the results to review with your doctor for the next steps. Traditional testing can cost over $1,000, But Modern Fertility gets you the same information at a fraction of the price. If you go to modernfertility.com/fraudcast, you can get $20 off your test. Also, if you have an HSA or FSA, you can put those dollars towards Modern Fertility, which is great. If you want kids today or maybe one day in the future, clinically sound information about your body now can help you make the right decision that's right for you. Right now, Modern Fertility is offering our listeners $20 off the test when you go to modernfertility.com/fraudcast. That means your test will cost $179 instead of the hundreds or thousands it could cost at a doctor's office. Get $20 off your fertility test when you go to modernfertility.com/fraudcast. That's modernfertility.com/fraudcast. Did you know that 30 million women are impacted by weakened or thinning hair? If you're among them, know that you're not alone and that there is a solution that you can trust to deliver results. Millions of Americans experience thinning hair. It's more than common. It's actually normal, but it's not openly talked about, especially among us women. Going through it can feel lonely and frustrating, but it's time to change that conversation and join the thousands of women who are already standing up for their strands with Nutrafol. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement, clinically shown to improve your hair growth, thickness, and visible scalp coverage. Nutrafol supports healthy hair growth from within by targeting the 5 root causes of thinning: stress, hormones, environment, nutrition, and metabolism through whole body health. Nutrafol has 3 unique formulas to support women through all stages of life, including postpartum and menopause. Each formula is physician formulated using natural, drug-free, medical-grade ingredients in consistently effective dosages so you get the most reliable results. In a clinical study, 86% of women reported improved hair growth after 6 months. Over 3,000 top doctors and stylists have recommended Nutrafol as an effective and high-quality solution for healthier hair. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code FRAUD to save $15 off your first month's subscription. This is their best offer anywhere, and it's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus, free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code FRAUD. I was watching Below Deck, and I've spent my weekend watching... what else was I watching this weekend? I caught up. Oh, The Vow. We're catching up on The Vow, the Keith Raniere trial and stuff. And there's just so horrific. Some of that stuff that's coming out.
I think we should do a podcast on that once it finishes and do like a big long one or something. Yeah. That's crazy.
Do a story on, that would be good. There's a lot to that. There's so much to that story.
And then that keeps changing and getting worse. And there's just more information. And
right. This is like season 2 of The Vow, because season 1 wasn't enough because they were able to get season 1. I have to say that watching season 1 and stuff, there was a lot of things with it. I was like, okay, so where's the aspect of it that's wrong and illegal? Where's the illegal aspect?
It's heatered at first on legal or illegal.
Because I'm like, okay, there's a lot of cultish stuff here, but so far they're just like convincing you're paying high prices for human potential classes, which human potential, what kind of made up fuckery is that? But whatever. So the field of human potential that they're in, right? It's like these really overpriced classes and stuff like that. But I kept like, what is the illegal?
The collateral.
But then when DOS became a thing, and the collateral, and then the branding and all that, I'm like, okay, now we're getting into stuff that there could be, this coercive control stuff. There's, all these aspects of, because was it mind control? Cult control isn't illegal in and of itself, right? Just following a narcissistic cult leader isn't illegal. So it was like the end of that one. And then this season, as we go to the trial, seeing all of this other stuff, in addition to the financial crimes that were happening, which I
Mhm.
suspected, of course, there were going to be, cover ups and tax problems and all that kind of stuff. But all of the other stuff that we're learning in this season about what they did, how DOS was created, and how much of a hand Keith Raniere had in it, and then all of the other stuff that he did with the underage girls, and this, we're learning a lot more of the details of all the illegal aspects, and
Mhm.
just wow wow. It's crazy shit.
Yeah.
But it's good. I recommend it. It's on HBO. For those of you guys who don't know, it's called The Vow. It's about the Nexium cult. There's 2 seasons. The first season sort of goes into the, I guess it was kind of as it was happening, trying to get attention on this, as people were learning what the problems were, and sort of woke up to the cult aspect of it.
Mhm.
So, and this one's a trial, which is
Yeah.
craziness. There's also, I was catching up on Survivor. I feel like, what else was I watching? I got sucked into watching something else too, and I can't remember what it is. But it was, I know, I watched that. It was on Netflix. Pepsi, Where's My Plane?
Oh, I have no idea what that
Okay,
is.
so that was really good. It's a good palate cleanser for all of our heavy documentary true crime stuff. It's a really good palate cleanser. It's the story of how in the 90s Pepsi had this promotion where, like, you get Pepsi points and you can buy things.
Heard
And
about
this guy, like, on the commercial was, you can get a Harrier jet for 7 million Pepsi points, and there was no disclaimers or anything. So this guy's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this." 20-year-old kid was like, "I'm gonna do that." And it's the story of how that whole thing happened. The whole everything went down.
Wasn't there something crazy?
The lawsuit, but it's so much more than just about that. Just how he came into the financing to do it, and how the business, like, it was like this whole thing, and the relationships. And then Michael Avenatti makes an appearance, and it's just like that's a blast name from the past. I was like, what? Who appears he's under house arrest while he makes his appearance.
Oh
in
my
this.
gosh.
They do his interviews at his house. Really great, fun, really great palate cleanser. It's also on Netflix. I watched that. I started watching that, and with my husband, and my kid was watching it, part of it.
Nice.
Because he was here for Thanksgiving. So yeah, lots of good stuff out there. The other documentary that is so good that I will recently watch, it's on Hulu, called God Forbid.
What's that
If
about?
you have not watched this yet, you need to watch this.
Mm-mm.
I would put this at a high priority for you, above other stuff, maybe not above your work stuff and your school stuff. I mean, on your TV watching hierarchy.
Right. I was like, after December 2nd, I'll watch whatever.
No,
my test.
No. Oh my God. What's the countdown? What's the countdown?
I don't, 2 weeks, I think. Less than 2 weeks.
God. I have it on my phone. 12 days left.
Oh my God.
You have 12 days left till your exam. Holy shit balls.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Okay, I'm gonna let you go so you can do something like sleep.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, I don't know what it is I don't know. Maybe you don't sleep. You just
I do. No,
maybe you're a vampire and you subsist and that's how you do all the things you do. In any case, thank you guys for tuning in with us today. This is going to come out Thanksgiving week.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. There will be no Unsolved Mysteries episode this week because of technical issues of traveling, and I'm hetero life mate and I are leaving town, and it's a whole, like, with his work schedule and being able to produce the episodes, it's Thanksgiving. Sorry guys. Maybe I'll find an old episode or something to release. I don't know, but we'll give you the Sister Wives episode. Come visit us at thefraudcast.com. Come visit our merch store. And there's going to be a Cyber Monday, or what is it? Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, where you can either get free shipping or you can get 25% off your order. Either one. So that's gonna be happening all week. Yeah, come visit us on the socials. Let us know what you want to talk about, and we'll be happy to watch it for you. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.